What's going on, people? So, got some more of these. This is the Marvel Masterpiece XL Hobby Box, right? Some of you may be kind of familiar with that. Turn that around so you kind of see what's going on in there in case you were ever curious or whatever. So that's what's happening with that, right? So anyways, got the sets over there so far that I'm building up, right? So I don't know what all made it into the last video and what was just conversation in other lives or whatever. But as it stands right now, I'm somewhere around 50 of each, right? 50 for the base set of standard cards and 50 for the base set of what if cards. So I'm going to see where things land after all this is said and done. And that is going to be what determines if I buy more hobby boxes or not, right? Because the blasters, you get so few out of there. It's only the 6, you know what I'm saying? So in here's what, 10, I think is what the thing said. Yeah, 10 cards, 3 per pack. But yeah, the blasters, you get what, 2 of 3 or 3 of 2, I forget. Either way, I know it's 6, which is very little, right? So I feel like getting these, I have more chances of like getting something that's worthwhile. And even if it's something I already have, it'll at least be something unique in there somewhere along the way, right? Whereas otherwise, I'm probably just going to with more of the double stack, which is that one right here. That's the double stack. So let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on here and hope that something worthwhile is in this. Otherwise, it is $300 of just wastedness. So got a little She-Hulk and this. There we go. Again, I could read off the names and stuff to you, but I tend to feel like most people that are watching this know more about these characters than I do. But anyway, so yeah, I haven't looked on eBay just yet to see who exactly is out there selling these things for prices that are decent as far as individual cards go. That's a hollow foil, so it's for 17 last time, still 17. So if the if the prices are pretty decent out there as far as just buying the individual cards, I may end up doing that. It's not as fun, honestly, right? I'd rather buy boxes because that's just, me being stubborn and what I want to do. I want to feel like I can just like complete this set by trying hard enough, which is really just spending a lot of money. So I don't know, man. So we'll see. We'll see what the numbers are looking like because I can't imagine these things are expensive in the aftermarkets because nobody wants these, which is unfortunate. I mean, I get it, right? They're overpriced. Like, it's a lot to deal with as far as just like the size of the cards. Do they look great? Yeah, sure, of course. I think so anyways. I think this might be a new one. So yeah, like they have a pretty decent look to them. Like, I can't argue that. And one of these must be, yeah, this one's gold. So you kind of see that. This one has the gold thing. So that's going to be out of $9.99. But yeah, so they got a really, really good look to them. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's the same thing from 2016, just blown up, right? So, and I don't think anybody was complaining back then. So I don't think anybody's going to really complain now. So how many more we got going on here? About the halfway point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. So okay, I guess that puts us a fourth of the way through this thing. But whatever. And of course, as you kind of see in the background, right? And that'll probably be tomorrow. I do still have some Marvel Masterpiece 92 XLs to deal with. Those, well, the hobby boxes just arrived today along with these hobby boxes that I'm opening right now. And halfway point. But yeah, so those arrived earlier today. I'll probably do the Marvel Masterpiece things tomorrow because it's 2 videos, right? This is just the one, so it's, it's not going to take as much effort. Legion here. Oh, that's a gold one, so that's 2,000. So yeah, it's one of those things. I'll probably do that tomorrow because this is one of those battle spectrums because it's got the little foily thing. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, what's the numbering on that? Oh, they aren't numbered. That's right. But yeah, so I would like to see more so what's in those boxes than these boxes. Somebody told me to read something. I think it's like Thor, Dark God, or Dark Knight, or probably not Dark Knight, Dark something. And so I was asking him, like, is it good or is it just like because I don't know who that dude is, right? Because maybe he's just trying to help me get educated because I did say that I was curious who he was. But sometimes people tell you like the answer to your thing, or at least where you can find it. But I want to know, like, is it a good read, or is it just for my own information so I can not be so ignorant as to who this dude is? But then they never got back to me. I mean, not everybody like responds to comments super fast. I myself don't respond to comments super fast, so I get it. And then some people just never respond, which I also get that too, because depending on who you are and what you say, I may never respond to you. More so the latter as far as like what you say, not necessarily like a who you are thing. So 1500 for that one. And Wasp. So far, I don't even remember what the cards are that I need. I know it's a 96 set. It was 100 cards originally, I guess, but they didn't. There are 4 numbers that they skipped for whatever reason. And my coworker, he was telling me that sometimes they take out cards because people are like controversial or something like that. Oh, that's a new one. It's some kind of orangish color, and that is, oh, that's out of 100. So it's a legendary orange. Ooh, check that out. Isn't that fancy? Yeah. So yeah, he was telling me that that's a thing that happens sometimes. Hey, magic. Just got a poster of her hung up in my room the other day. I bought it at Comic-Con. Yeah, so people get removed from the sets. It's a thing that happens, right? So I'm not sure what those were. I'd have to cross-reference with the original 2016 set, I guess. I'm kind of curious. I just kind of forget to do that. That seems like a new one. This Thanos card. All right, and there you go for that. So now we got the one more box. This first box, I will say, rather underwhelming. I mean, it was nice to get that orange hella thing because it's a new thing to me, right? But at the same time, I kind of would have rather had more cards that were like for sure new. A lot of them looked familiar to me. I'm not sure, again, like if there's some of them in there that I probably don't have. I'm hoping that I don't have them. But again, not knowing the names, what can you do? All right, let's do this. Last box. Okay, get these things out of here. Just one more down in there. And that is just not wanting to come out. It's always somebody being difficult. It's one of those things. All right, let's do this. So what do you think? Think the box number 2 is going to be better or worse than box number 1? I'm going to say worse. I'm feeling pessimistic today, you know? Normally I'm feeling pretty optimistic, but something tells me it's just not going to be as good. But we're going to see. I'm on the record for saying that. Can't talk myself out of it later. You can always just rewind the tape and be like, no, dude, you definitely said box 2 was going to be worse. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. And, you know, if you out there happen to believe in me and getting something better and then I work out something better out of this, fantastic. I'll need your assistance in the future, I'm sure of it. That one might be new. I'm not 100% certain. And this one, well, it doesn't really count because it's a gold one, and that's out of 1500 this time around. And I've seen so many Nova cards in this set. Well, it feels like I have anyways, but I think a lot of them, because I don't have many in my double stack over there, I don't think. So they must have been just various, you know, like of the variations of it, you know. So maybe it was like a canvas one here and there, or one of those gold ones here and there, stuff like that. Santana, okay. Hey, that's... At first I saw Doctor Strange, I thought, oh, that's cool, but then it was like that, and I'm like, I don't know that Doctor Strange. That's not a thing that I am hip to. But I like the fact that it's a hollow foil. I mean, those just look kind of cool, you know? All right, let's see, keep this thing moving. But yeah, so I'm really hoping to get done with this relatively soon because even though it's fun buying these, doing these little unboxings, sharing my little journey with you guys, like the few of you that care to watch it, it's a pricey endeavor, you know? And again, part of it is just me being a little stubborn about things and how I go about it. But it's just a lot more fun to buy these sets and go through the mystery of it all than just finding some dude on eBay who wants to just sell them to me, right? But there's nothing wrong with that. It's good that those people exist because it makes things easier for me and cheaper, so can't fault it. All right. Oop, wrong stack for that. Got a gold Iron Man deal here. This Iron Man card, I've seen that a couple times. I really like that one. It's one of the I can't say it's one of the better ones because honestly, I have not actually taken the time to really look at these cards. Don't I have the book for this? Yeah, I do. I have a whole Joe Jusko book about these, and I have never looked at it. My dad looked at it, so he knows more about this set than I do. All right, yeah, so 5 left. So that's the halfway point of this box, people. Almost done. So far, I'm looking like I was right. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Got Kazar. I definitely remember seeing him last time because I was talking about how I don't know who he is. This man thing, that one I've seen a time or two. This time's out of 2000. And then pretty cool angel figure, or angel card, I should say. And I'm still waiting out that Archangel. Like, it comes out in July from Sideshow. It's like a big old statue, kind of like my Dazzler one, right? And it's just so expensive, but I want it a lot. And you got multiple men here. I am quite sure that I have this exact thing already. This Battle Spectrum card here. Very sure, very sure. And no, I definitely have one of him for sure. But yeah, so I want that statue a lot. It's completely unnecessary, and I don't even really have like space for some. Well, I can make the space for it, I guess. Like, so that's not really an issue. But it is still very much unnecessary to spend $800 to $900 on that. But you know, sometimes like if you can get something and you want that something, you're gonna get that something, right? And that's where I am right now. Like, I can get it, so it's kind of like, why not? You know, treat yourself once in a while. Then again, I treat myself constantly, so I'm kind of one of those things also. Try to, you know, not be like super wasteful with my money or whatever. You know, I do set aside some for the future and all that stuff too. But you know, you also gotta deal with now. And right now, I want an Archangel statue. So there's Iron Fist doing a little dance is what it looks like. But I do know I have that one because I remember all that text. Got Captain Britain here, so that's a nice one. I'm cool with that. 1500. I mean, it's a Psylocke card and all that stuff, depending on how you want to look at it, but whatever. All right, and here we go with the last one. And unless there's something fantastic in this, I'm going to say that I was right. But after this, I'll do my little recap thing just to go through like the special cards so people who don't want to watch the whole thing don't have to. And it'll give me an idea of what is going on with my progress. And look at that. What do you know? We actually got something really cool in this last one. So I guess I was wrong because this right here makes up for that whole first box. So that is going to be a Battle Spectrum gem. I don't know what that exactly means, but I can tell you this. This is number 45 out of 99. So there's that. Are any of the other 98 people out there watching this right now? And we close things out with Goblin Queen, who was actually a really hard to get figure in some ways for the X-Men 97 Wave 2. Initially, she was like widely available like anything else is when it's up for pre-order, but then that well went dry and now she's back to being somewhat difficult to find. All right, so I'm going to do a little figuring out of things, a little organizing and recapping and whatnot. I'll be back to talk in a second. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Got to do some stuff real quick, and then I'll be back to, share some words with you. So just give me a minute. What's going on, people? So here we go. This stack first off, right? I'll lead with like this stuff since it's mostly what people want to see. It's the special cards, right? Just got them organized and whatnot because I had missed some of the gold ones. So again, we got the orange legendary orange out of 100 basically for Hela. This was also out of 100. It's the Battle Spectrum gems, Carnage and Venom, right? So there's that. The hollow foils are out of 17, so got this weird Doctor Strange one, and also Black Panther. So you have that going on. And then these are going to be the first couple foils here. The gold ones are out of 500. So you got not Captain America, that's the other one. You got Cable over here, and then Captain America over here, right? So there's that. Kind of reminds me of Austin Theory in a way, or like John Cena or something down here. I don't know. Either way, moving on past that, Battle Spectrums, right? Those aren't numbered, but they are kind of cool. Got a little fancy shine to them and whatnot, right? And then, so these would be out of 1,000, or excuse me, 1400. Yeah, 1400. The first ones were out of 1,000. So Goblin Queen, you know, She-Hulk, well, Red She-Hulk, Psylocke, of course, Black Cat, which I have many of her at this point, Star-Lord, and then we have the canvas cards, so that's going to be Venom up here first, right? Kind of has a nice canvas sort of finish, that's why they call it a canvas card, right? And then Thanos, not as cool, but I mean, it's fine, right? Just comparing wise. And this one, I mean, I guess this is probably like, I might put this one second out of those three. Because the Thanos one, not bad, it's just not better than those other two. And so these would be out of, what is this going to be, out of 2,000 for these last couple gold ones. And I think that's, yeah, and that's what's going to finish that. So just real quick, only got a couple more of these to show you. Then you can move on about your day. Or you can leave right now if you really want to. I mean, there's nothing at all stopping you from like just leaving in the middle of this video. You can totally do that. I'm sure people do it all the time, right? So there's that. And now real quick over here, what you kind of can see just barely. So as far as like standard cards or whatever, when it comes to the standard ones, you know, like these guys here, I ended up with 8 that I needed for that set, and I ended up with 5 that I needed for the What If set. So there we go. I'm not sure what that number totals out to, but that will have to be something that scrolls across the bottom because I'm not doing the math right now. So there you go. Later, people.